Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kimberly.
I'm Ethan.
And we are the Cloud Homestead. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what we did in 2023, what worked, what didn't work, and what we learned. Like and subscribe to our channel. That way you get notifications for next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. So first thing is, the biggest thing that happened last year is we added a child to our family.
Second child.
Yes. We already had one, so we added another one, but yes. And she came right at the beginning of harvest. So a lot of our things that we're going to talk about, like our preservation methods, were very
crude,
dependent on that. Yes. I had a scheduled C-section, so I knew that I was not going to be able to get up and be doing a whole lot of moving for at least a couple of weeks, and you only had a couple of weeks off from work. So that kind of played into that. But we can start with what you want to start with. What did work or what didn't work?
Yeah, we can do what did work.
Okay.
We had a lot of tomatoes.
That's true.
We had a lot of tomatoes.
We had 4 plants. We got our starts from Gurney's, which is, we're located in central Indiana right now, and Gurney's is in Lawrenceburg, I think. It's in southern Indiana. But we got them from Gurney's. They shipped them to us. We got our pepper plants from there too, and we had really good luck with peppers too.
Yeah, we had a lot of peppers and cantaloupe.
A lot of tomatoes. Yep. I guess I should preface by saying we got everything from Gurney's. We got the seeds. We got starts from Gurney's, minus a couple of plants that we got from Menards, and those didn't actually turn out well. We got watermelons, and we got a
bell pepper plant.
A bell pepper plant. I think that was the bell pepper that you grabbed, and it was like a serrano pepper plant. That's what it was actually. It was not a bell pepper plant. But
I think that was it. Yeah,
and a cucumber. We had a random cucumber plant. But the things that worked really well were the tomatoes and the peppers. Cantaloupes, I started those from seed. Everything I started from seed did really, it all started, except for the watermelon. I planted 8 watermelon seeds, and I think only 2 came up. And then the transplanting is something apparently that I need to work on, because everything but the cantaloupe died. And
we had a lot of cantaloupe.
We had a lot of cantaloupe. The zucchini and the cucumbers did take, but they died from something. So
they like cross-pollinated or something.
Yeah, we had a little bit of that. We'll talk about that under what did not work. But we ended up with the tomatoes specifically. The Sunday before our C-section, we were freezing as many tomatoes as we possibly could, and we ended up putting up like 14 quarts, I think. And again, they were just frozen. We don't have a canner.
Bags.
Yep, we don't have a canner. We ran out and grabbed a freezer that day.
Yeah.
So
bought a stand-up freezer.
Yep, we already had a deep freeze, but that was too full. So yeah, and then the peppers were great. We had a lot of stuffed peppers.
Stuffed peppers.
They were really good. We did, I don't know if I want to say we fell victim to the pepper gate, I think is what it's called. But I got a jalapeno pepper. It was a jalapeno, but it said it was like a Full U, I think was the brand, or like the type, and it was not spicy at all. There was...
Yeah, none of our peppers were spicy.
No, but most of them were bell peppers. but man, the jalapeno was disappointing. So we like to add jalapenos to the cream cheese and then stuff skinny bell peppers because we like the spice, but we don't want our mouths to burn.
Yeah.
So that's how we make that, and we'll have a video of that later this summer, because that's a recipe we got from my dad. But man, it's good.
We modified it a little bit for us.
Yeah. Yep. The chickens the chickens were great, and
they worked.
Yeah. And yeah, the cantaloupe, we had a lot of cantaloupe. They didn't get very big, but we had a lot of cantaloupe.
Some of them, the biggest ones were probably that big.
Yeah. But, I mean, man, they were everywhere. And all of the plants, I planted 8 of those. All of them took. I don't even like cantaloupe.
Yeah, we froze a lot of them, too.
Yes, for smoothies and
Sliced
stuff,
them up,
which
yeah.
we need to use. But and then only one of those died, I think, and that was because I accidentally weeded it.
Mm-hmm.
It even lived through, all of them even lived through the chickens. Trying to get in there and kill them, eat them, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, the Ruth South method. Do you want to talk about that?
We basically got tired of weeding the garden all the time. So
I was also 7 months pregnant, so
I got tired of weeding the garden.
I wasn't allowed to. I should preface that. I was not allowed to.
So we
Not for a lack of wanting.
did some research real quick and decided that we can use grass clippings, hay, and some other stuff to just go through and lay that on top of your garden, and that would help cut down on the weeds, and you would basically plant into that cover. But we didn't do that. We had already tilled the garden and had a standing crop, so we just went through, and the rest of the summer we had a bagger on the mower, so we just bag all the grass, which is like 3 acres worth, so we had plenty of grass, and we would just go through and spread it in between all the plants, and it helped quite a bit. And then after fall we expanded the garden using the same method, so we don't have to weed it as much in the spring when we go to plant. So hopefully it helps work out again this year. It seemed to work pretty
really well. Yeah. I mean,
So.
we only had to pick, I think, like a handful of weeds for the rest of the season, honestly. It worked really well. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do something similar next year. That would be ideal. I'm not a huge weeder anyways, but yeah. So, what didn't work? So, we did mention that there were a couple things that just did not transplant very well. Which I think on my part, I think that we just need to get a grow light. There's not a lot of...
Yeah, natural sunlight.
No, and so they just grew tall and fast, and they were not very strong. No, and so I think that was really the biggest issue. So we're going to be getting a grow light for the seeds we start this year. So we had a lot of cross-pollination between the cucumbers and the squash and the watermelon. Or at least the squash and something in the watermelon. But we had watermelon gourds.
Yeah, they look really weird.
I don't know if we got any pictures of those.
I don't think
so.
It
looked kind of cool, but it literally was a watermelon colored gourd shape. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked really cool, but we did not eat them. We did eat one watermelon though.
I think we ate a few. Or we did. I don't know if you ate any of it.
Maybe I didn't. And they were good. But we got those plants from Menards. Those were more our planting and transplanting didn't work, so we wanted to fill the garden, the spaces that we had put. We wanted to put something in there.
They were starts from Menards.
Yep. I guess I didn't even think about it. I did have cilantro and basil and mint in a little like tub. Oh, our son loved that. He would walk. It's on our deck. And right before you get to the steps, and every time he'd walk by, he'd just grab some mint and chew on it, and he loved it. It was funny. I don't know. It was just funny. But what else didn't work? I guess the chickens. The chickens did work, but...
Yeah, we got that fixed.
Yeah, we ended up having to expand the run. We wanted to give them plenty of room anyways, but then we had wanted to free range them, but they were almost killing everything.
Yeah.
We got the run expanded and got that taken care of just in time for them to actually not kill anything. They were...
I think we're going to try to do a mobile run this year.
Yeah, or fence in the garden with
Yeah.
like a poultry fencing. That's the other option we've talked about.
Mm.
But we want to free range them as much as possible. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us and hope you enjoy the rest of this video. And make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notifications for the future.
Thanks.